I mean, I think overall in life, I don't want anybody to make excuses. You know, I feel like making excuses for whatever situation. It's like you ask God for something and it's there, then you're going to complain about it. So it's like it's two ways you could look at it. You could look at it and be thankful and take full advantage of the opportunity, you know, or you could look at it like, dang, this is what I've been asking for. I'm not prepared.
Shedeur was legendary in his first NFL game. He won the battle, but can he win the war?
See you sitting there, Shedeur. I'm talking about divine opportunity. 30-some team passed you over. Then they put you fourth on the depth chart. But they made one mistake. God gave you an opportunity. I wish I had somebody. And now that they've given you an opportunity, can't nobody close that door because you stood in that pocket like an old school player, brother. Oh my God. They done messed up and gave them an opportunity. I'm not just talking to Shedeur. I'm talking to all the saints. If there's anybody here, all you need is somebody to block and you'll throw the ball. I wish I had somebody. God's getting ready to open up a door that no man can close. Can I get 50 people to know it is your season for an opportunity? See you sitting there, Shedeur. See you.
Now, it don't take no rocket scientist that say that I done said the same exact thing right here on this Moneymane You Already Know channel. I need y'all to hit. I'm telling y'all, 32 teams passed them up. Yeah, I said 32, because Cleveland included. 32 teams passed Shedeur up. He done won the battle. Can he win the war? The battle, what Moneymane? What the battle was? Like he said, the opportunity, the battle was Shedeur even getting on the field to show what he can do. I know a lot of folk that compare Shedeur to Job out of the Bible. Biblical referencing Job. But I think that situation do refer to this. But I think an even better situation is David and Goliath. David and Goliath fit this situation perfectly. Shedeur David. Now I'm not saying Shedeur gonna be a king or nothing like that. Let me throw that out there now. Hit that like button. I ain't saying Shedeur gonna be a king and almighty and all. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying the story of David and Goliath is similar to what's going on right now with Shedeur. The anointing before the crown. David is anointed by Samuel while still a shepherd boy. No one expects him to be king, but God sees his heart and potential. I ain't saying Shedeur gonna be a king at all. Don't get that twisted. But Shedeur could parallel to this. Shedeur's anointing came from being raised and trained under Coach Prime before the NFL scout saw it. Those close to him already knew he was a leader in QB1 instead. QB1 material. We already knew it. We already knew Shedeur was a QB1 material, a leader, and we're going to go out there and do his thing. But a lot of people didn't know, didn't want to believe. So he was anointed before the crown. We already told you he blessed. Shedeur was already blessed. Now, facing Goliath was this first game, this Friday. David defeats Goliath with a sling and a stone, shocking everyone and proving his skills. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't. Shedeur parallel. His first NFL game is his Goliath moment. Going up against established pros, doubters, and critics, and showing he belongs. What he just did. I said, Shedeur about to pass for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. I ain't get the 300 yard right, but I almost got halfway. But I did say 2 touchdowns. And I told y'all to keep that same energy that y'all haters gonna hate. Tony G, you want to switch up. And then Shedeur confronted Tony G. And I don't know if y'all done seen it. But like I told you, when you walk in a room, it's two people in that room. Somebody gonna look at you and say, who is that? Somebody else gonna say, who is that? But they're gonna be wondering two different things. One person gonna be wondering who you is, the other one gonna be wondering who you think you is. Because you done stepped in when you look, this is only when you're blessed now. You about to walk in a room. This literally happened Friday when I got there. All eyes on me. All eyes on you. People wondering who you are. It ain't even because what you got on, what you dress like. It's your presence, your aura, your spirit. They can feel that you somebody. Same thing with Shedeur. You can walk in a room and it make people not like you just because you walked in a room. Because they offended. They feel threatened. For whatever reason. And you ain't did nothing. Because he ain't did nothing to you, Tony.
Tony, I be hoping you be... Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You only say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever said. I think I'm positive every day. What up, Tony? Come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony? You know.
We played that all night. What I do to you, Tony? You ain't never got nothing positive to say, but let Shedeur would have came like this.
Penalties or negative yardage.
No, but there was a lot of time between.
Let Shedeur would have came at Tony like this.
Penalty happened and we're behind the chains. No, stop saying but. I just told you the clock was running and we had a penalty. Do you want to give them the ball back? No, you don't play. You don't know it. That's just plain and simple. Was I happy with the drive? No, we didn't score points. It's the dumbest question you could ask. What? Jesus, Tony.
Let Shedeur would have came at Tony like that. It would have been a whole story. Shedeur attacks Cleveland reporter. But when you come, I told y'all again. I said, when certain people say stuff, they see your reaction. They say and do stuff, they see your reaction. And then when you don't give them what they looking for, they don't know how to act. Shedeur done walked up to Tony, confronted Tony, and shut him down in less than 30 seconds. And checked him in 30 seconds. He ain't yell, he ain't cut, he ain't act the fool, he ain't do none of that. That was Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, when he played in Cleveland, he got drafted by Cleveland, #1 overall. Then he in Tampa Bay. That was Baker Mayfield. That last clip was Baker Mayfield. But that's what I'm saying. It was no reason for Tony G to start hating on Shedeur and start praising Dylan Gabriel. It wasn't no reason. It was no reason. But then they go to Saul's jealousy against David. After David's big win, King Saul becomes jealous, tries to hold him back, and even plots against him. This the next phase we in right now. Hit that like button. I'm telling you, I'm connecting it now. I'm connecting it. After David's big win, King Saul becomes jealous, tries to hold him back, and even plots against him. Post-debut, politics come into play. Depth chart manipulation, media narratives, and systematic resistance. The collateral collusion phase. They've been trying to keep Shedeur down for so long. They jealous. They manipulating the depth chart. They coming out with all these different narratives. Systematic resistance from the owner down to the GM to the head coach. Shedeur go 9 for 9 in practice. A day, an hour after his dad come out and say he had bladder cancer. Literally, I live streamed back to back that Monday. Dion came out and said he had bladder cancer an hour before Shedeur had practice. And then within that hour doing practice, Shedeur go 9 for 9. 100% perfect. Not even 24 hours later, the owner, billionaire, that own the Browns, come out and say, I ain't want Shedeur. That was Andrew Berry pick. What possessed you to come out there and say that? It wasn't no need to say none of that. But you wanted to know, let everybody know, that was not your pick. You wanted, I told y'all the Cleveland Browns were forced to draft Shedeur. They were forced to draft him. They had to pick him. I said that before this even came out. The owner out his own mouth said, we talked to the right people. If I would have told you Friday night that we were going to draft Shedeur Saturday morning, I would have told you no. But we talked to the right people and made the. You ain't talked to the right people. Roger Goodell called you, and the other owners called you to remind you. Hey, Jimmy, remember you got to draft Shedeur. It's the third day. Remember you got to draft Shedeur. Do I really got to? Y'all know I don't want him. Jimmy, go in there and draft Shedeur. I don't care what you got to do to make it look good. Go draft Shedeur. See, y'all ain't watch my video. Amber, I just told you to send people here. Y'all ain't watch my video. I made a whole video about this whole situation. They had to draft Shedeur. Now you ain't stumble upon it like everybody want to make it look like that. No. Think about it. Shedeur Sanders was supposed to go undrafted. Shedeur Sanders was supposed to go undrafted. Think about this. How we talking about Shedeur right now. That's why y'all clicked on it live. I appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button. Think about it. If Shedeur would have went undrafted, wouldn't you think that would have been even bigger than him going in the 5th round? Think about it now. Shedeur got drafted in the 5th round. And we talking about him like this. Just think about it. If he went undrafted, think about the magnitude that would have been. Think about the microscope and the magnitude that would have been put on the NFL. You talking about discrimination lawsuits. You talking about racism. You talking about blackballing. You talking about humbling. If Shedeur would have went undrafted, the NFL would have been magnifying glass on them. How this guy go from top pick, the top 3 pick, the top 10 pick, the 1st round, to 5th round, to undrafted? How? You can't explain that. So to cover up your collusion, NFL, you gotta say, see, he did get drafted, but it was in the 5th round. So now all them narratives you don't put out, people start believing them. But you put them out because you were colluding. Collateral collusion. Go watch both. Y'all need to go watch all them videos. All my videos. I'm telling you, I'm breaking this thing down. David is on the run, hiding in caves, building a loyal following while being hunted. Shedeur sidelined, giving limited reps or temporary move down the depth chart. This is his wilderness. Still sharpening his skills, building loyalty from fans and waiting for his moment. out the Bible, David versus Goliath. David is on the run, hiding in caves, building a loyal following while being hunted. Shedeur is sidelined, given limited reps, or temporarily moved down the depth chart, but this is his wilderness. Still sharpening his skills, building loyalty from fans, and waiting for his moment. It ain't no coincidence that Shedeur was the only quarterback standing and got to start the very first preseason game in his very first preseason game. Like I told y'all, if he got drafted second pick overall, the fifth pick overall, or even in the second round, get what? Shedeur would have been starting this game regardless. But as a fifth round pick, 144, doubted, criticized, fake narrative, lied to, colluded against, he still started his first preseason game, the very first one. I told y'all right here, I said, everything gonna be cleared and moved out of his way, and they gonna be forced to play him. And what happened? It happened sooner than what I thought. It happened way sooner than what I. They were forced to play Shedeur. I told y'all, I don't wish nobody get hurt or nothing. Dylan Gabriel was gonna be next. Boom, Dylan Gabriel got a hamstring. Kenny Pickett got a hamstring. Dylan Gabriel got a hamstring. We already know Joe Flacco wasn't playing. It cleared the way. Now you on the national stage in your first game. You unprepared, supposedly, because you ain't never got no first team reps. You the fourth on the depth chart. You got the fewest amount of reps. The fewest amount of reps coming into your first game where you going against a first team defense and you ain't never had first team reps with the first team offense. Never. Not even one. And I told you I've been asking for one rep. At least one rep. And couldn't even get that. So you plotting against them. You jealous, holding them back. You plotting against them. You gonna say, go into the battle with no arm on. Go into the battle with no arm on, and we gonna see how you do. And we gonna still criticize you the same way if we gave you the armor in battle. But we gonna send you in the battle with no armor on, and we still gonna criticize you and talk about you and jealous and plot against you in systematic resistance. We gonna do the same thing as if we prepared you, sent you in the battle, in the war with the armor on, and we gonna see how you do. David finally become the king of Israel, uniting the tribes and fulfilling his calling. When Shedeur finally takes over as full-time QB1 and leads the team to real wins, it's his throne moment. The throne is claimed. I'm telling you, David strengthens the kingdom, wins more battles, and expands influence. After becoming QB1, Shedeur builds his kingdom, playoff runs, endorsement, leading the team to championships, prime equity. Y'all gonna believe me one day. Y'all gonna believe me one day. I ain't sat up here and told y'all no different. The same way I'm talking is what I've been saying, even before all the information came out, even before he even played like this, even before they want to switch up.
Sitting there, Shedeur, I'm talking about divine opportunity. 30-some team passed you over. Then they put you fourth on the depth chart. But they made one mistake. God gave you an opportunity. I wish I had somebody. And now that they've given you an opportunity, can't nobody close that door because you stood in that pocket like an old school player, brother. Oh my God. They done messed up and gave them an opportunity. I'm not just talking to Shedeur. I'm talking to all the saints. If there's anybody here, all you need is somebody to block and you'll throw the ball. I wish I had somebody. God's getting ready open up a door that no man can close. Can I get 50 people to know it is your season for an opportunity?
Look what I'm telling you now. All you need is an opportunity. And that's all he been preparing for the opportunity, and he got it before anybody else. Now, whatever y'all seen that picture of Deshaun Watson and Dylan Gabriel on the sideline. Whatever they do after this, they're gonna be compared to Shedeur. Because he sees the opportunity. Nancy and Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson. When y'all get the opportunity, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do with it? So now y'all gonna be compared to Shedeur. Why that week? Why that week coming up? I'm telling y'all, they're gonna put Kenny Pickett and they're gonna try to throw Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. If Kenny Pickett ready, he gonna try to speed the recovery. And then Dylan Gabriel, they're gonna try to throw him in that fight. They telling Dylan Gabriel right now, you need to hurry up and get ready. You trying to force this guy to be the QB1 or the QB of the future when it ain't him. You the man. Kevin, God already done made the decision, but the man trying to force somebody in the spot that they can't fit. He ain't hurt. He probably hurt, but he ain't hurt. But now you done set him up to get pressure against Shedeur when you thought Shedeur was gonna fail. That's why I say David and Goliath. David defeats Goliath with a sling and a stone, shocking everyone and proving his skills. Shedeur was up against Goliath, not prepared, ain't got a first team rep, playing with the second and third team offense against a first team defense. Shock the world. Putting up 21 points. Now this week, let Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett not put up 21 points when they in there. Let one of them throw an interception. Let Dylan Gabriel get in there and throw 2 interceptions. They gonna give Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel all the armor to go into battle. They're gonna give Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett all the armor to go into battle to win the battle. And you still gonna lose. Shedeur went in there with a slingshot and a stone and shocked everybody. Shedeur went in there with a slingshot and a stone and shocked everybody. Coach Pete, they probably hurt. I think Kenny Pickett really hurt, but Dylan Gabriel ain't hurt. After he went 3 for 14, they come out and say Shedeur had arm soreness, which is confirmed. He said it out of his own mouth, so I believe it. But Shedeur had arm soreness, and he sat out the whole next practice, and they gave Dylan Gabriel 22 reps, 22 reps. Shedeur came back, Dylan Gabriel started stinking up the joint again. Now he hurt. You trying to make built-in excuses to when this boy go out there and stink it up. Oh, it's his hamstring. His hamstring ain't healed all the way. When ain't nothing wrong with him, you still had him practicing. Come on now. This David versus Goliath. They done sent Shedeur in there with a slingshot and a stone, and he done shocked everybody. They about to send Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett in there with a full body armor and a sword and everything. Expect them to win, become victorious, and they gonna lose. But all it took was an opportunity with a slingshot and a stone. Come on now. I'll be frustrated sitting at Deshaun Watson too. I'm getting paid $6 million. He making $230 million. We both ain't playing. I got drafted in the 3rd round before this guy that's out there, and they cheering his name, got his jersey everywhere. My jersey ain't even on the NFL shop. My savage. Moneymane in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should I already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube popping, man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know Moneymane. You already know.